Good morning, Pink Petro community and those across the world, live from Workforce Next Summit. I am Katie Maynard with Pink Petro TV, and I am so excited this morning because it's morning here in Houston, but we've got viewers all over the world, Singapore, Germany, the UK, the United States. We're so excited to have you join in today to listen in. And I've got Sean Guerre here this morning with me. He's going to tell us a little bit about what we're going to watch in the next couple of hours. Sean, thanks for having us out, and we're so excited to be here. Tell everybody what's going on here today.
Thanks so much, Katie. We're so happy to have you here and so proud to be on Pink Petro TV. We're very excited for everyone around the world to be able to join us for a couple of our sessions this morning. First off, you're going to hear from some of our solution providers and attendees what it's like to be at WorkforceNext. So I think that'll be a great experience. Then we're going to start off at 9 o'clock with Jenny Phillips with the Greater Houston Partnership. She's an economist, and she's going to be working through what's happening in the energy market, what's happening in the Greater Houston region around workforce demands, and really helping people set up their plans for 2017.
Well, that's great. As you know, Houston is the energy capital, and what happens in Houston may not necessarily be happening all over the world, but we're very excited to hear insights into what leaders here in the region think. That's great.
You bet. And then number two, we're going to have our keynote session, which is going to involve Hula Partners as well as One Subsea, and they're going to be talking about how operations and human resources work together in defining the competencies of the current team and then what that means for workforce when they add back in the future. So it's kind of an exciting case study of how operations and HR are working together in order to ensure that they're prepared for the upturn.
Oh, that's so important, and hopefully this upturn's coming. I think, I don't know where oil is right now, but I wanted to say it was at 51. Yeah, 51 yesterday. So we're really excited to hear this morning. We're really excited to have everybody there online. What we're going to do is we're going to kick it off. We're going to have a couple people come and speak with us. Let's go ahead and have Jai. Jai, come on over and tell folks about. Hi, Jai. Nice to see you. Yeah, Jai. So, Jai, tell us a little bit about Hula Partners and why'd you come today? What do you want to talk about? What's on your agenda?
All right. Well, we're here to talk about a really important subject for us and what we think is a very important subject for the industry, and that's competency management. Competency management being both sides of competency management. So the compliance side, which we all know is very important and is being pushed down from regulation, companies responding to environmental incidents and being very proactive about managing their technical workforce, but also from an HR perspective and the ability to engage employees and develop employees. So that's really been our mission at Hula Partners, is to bring more value to the HCM solutions that we implement and help HR and operations partner together to find real business value, elevate HR as a function in the organization to provide more data and objective measure on human performance. Those are the things that really excite us and why we're here today, and to talk about some of these things and to present a case study from one of our customers, One Subsea, who's doing this in a very innovative way and using competency management to manage their workforce and really be an input to many of their talent management processes.
Well, innovation is so important. You know, we did an Energy 2021 study. You can check it out at energy2021.com. We found that 55% of the people that we surveyed are leaving the workforce, and that there's a serious experience gap, and there's a big concern around this. You know, I noticed you guys are a software as a service platform. We actually run as a software as a service too. We run on Jive Solutions. Can you tell me a little bit more about the innovation and the technology behind Hula?
Sure. So we've actually been in the technology game for over 20 years, and we started out implementing solutions from other providers. So, you know, we do a lot of SAP and SuccessFactors type work. We've had experience with Taleo and PeopleSoft. What we saw was that those solutions are great from a broad perspective, but when it came to competency management, while the technology is in the background, it's certainly not the star of the show. Engagement and participation are the keys to a successful competency management program, and you cannot get engaged and participating employees if you don't roll out new wave technology that's mobilely compliant, that people can access on their mobile devices and smartphones. That demographic shift that you talked about is a big driver for technology. Millennials expect new wave applications, things that they're used to, interacting with when they came out of college, and now going into the workforce, they want that modern experience. So technology and user experience is a huge, huge key to our solution. But we still believe that it still comes down to process. It still comes down to a commitment from the executives to make competency management work. But certainly technology can be an enabler in that process. And
well, we're seeing that. I mean, I got to tell you, so we launched 2 years ago, and competency and capability development is the name of the game. We want to leverage technology to enhance reach and bring efficiency. So I'm right there with you. Thank you so much, Jai, for coming on, and thanks for supporting the. Absolutely, and thank you for the live stream. We're really excited about our broadcast.
Have a
great. Thank you. Excellent. So that was Jai with Hulu Partners. We're getting ready to move into look. We've got a couple of people over here, David and Lauren. Hi, David. David Williams.
Yes.
With Pacific.
Pacific Drilling.
Excellent, Lauren. Yeah. Lauren, nice to meet you. So you guys are attendees. Why did you come today?
Great opportunity, during this time in the market to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to stay up to date on everything and, kind of share and hear other best practices.
Okay, so Pacific Drilling, I'm going to give you a hard time. I mean, It's a tough time right now. I mean, and in HR, I can only imagine you're having to make a lot of decisions. And so, what are you thinking about as this economic turn comes? What are you planning for? What are you thinking about from an HR perspective?
Well, I guess to echo what our CEO has said, never let it be said that we wasted a good downturn. So during this time, we're really taking stock of where we're at and how we can improve our practices, our processes, because we know it's going to turn around. And when it turns around, we want to be ready to do whatever we can to make sure that not only we kept the right talent, but that we've upskilled those talents so that whenever we bring in new talents, we've got the leadership there to kind of take us to the next level.
Great. So why did you come?
Why did I come? I think it's important right now in the downturn to just really stay positive, and these types of things can help you do that.
Yep.
So get some tips and tricks from other companies, bring those back home to how we can develop even now in this time. And like I said, just stay positive until it does come back.
Absolutely. Well, great. Thanks for coming by and letting me know why you're here and letting folks know online. We're really excited. We've got an audience all over the world logging in, so it's great.
Cool.
We miss you guys at home, but we're glad that you are at work, because you're not at home, right? You're working. Some of you may not be working, but yes, most of you are remote. But thanks for stopping by. Great. All right. So who else do we have? I think we've got one more interview. I don't see him. Well, that's all right. So in a few minutes, in about, let's see, where are we at? In about 20 minutes, we will be starting the conference. Here we go. Whatever. Hi, Katie Maynard.
Dave Straub, how are you?
Dave, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah. So why are you here today?
Well, I heard they had great coffee and donuts.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean,
we are here as ServiceNow. Our organization provides a service layer in between HRIS processes, systems of record, and systems of engagement. A lot of people don't know about our organization, even though it's been around since 2004. And it's really the system of action. So it allows an employee to enhance their employee experience, but at the same time reducing costs for HR. So it's automating processes today that HR would maybe pick up the phone or send an email to get done. We're putting a service layer in between in order to do that.
So this is really great. So I just talked to Jai, and they're in the cloud. You're in the cloud. Let's talk about the cloud.
Yeah.
SaaS, as it's called, software as a service. So tell me a little bit more about the product. It sits. So is it hosted on site? Is it hosted remotely? How does it work?
Yeah, so the cloud's where we rest today as well, and so we partner with organizations like Workday, who also is in the cloud. But what the difference is, I think, is that it is a platform that you're allowed to have a lot of flexibility around building your own applications. So it's software as a service, but it's really providing our customers with a way for them to also take what they do best as far as enhancing the product and build applications too. So it really is the best of both worlds. It allows us to have pre-built applications that customers that pay a licensing fee from a cloud software as a service standpoint, but they're able to also enhance what they do on the platform through as well. So for organizations that have that ability or have those internal resources, we're able to do that as well.
All right, so if I'm a non-HR person and I'm just an employee, why does this matter to me?
So can I answer for my brother or for me?
Both.
Okay, so my brother is 29 years old, and my brother wants everything now. It was when he grew up, it was his generation. It enhances his employee experience because on the first day, he's going to have everything he needs to do his job, including his card to get into the building for facilities, his ability to have all of his benefits signed up for, as well as anything else that applies to him as an employee. Even better, he's going to be able to see all the actions that are applying to him as they take progress. It was not as important for other generations, but our generation of new generation of students and people coming up into the workforce, the millennials and now generation 2020, they all need their employee experience to be instantaneous, like the devices they grew up with. And that's what ServiceNow does. It allows us to provide that service layer, but to enhance the employee experience.
Okay, this is great. So my 5-year-old, take note, is going to like this. She's going to love this stuff. Well, great. No, thanks for coming. I'm so glad that you guys are here. You know, maybe if our camera person could pan the room and show some of the action going on. We've got people kind of filing in. We've got a great area in the back where we've got a number of folks. Stationed where people can go from booth to booth. Pink Petro is obviously here. We're streaming live today. But this, folks, is WorkforceNext, and WorkforceNext is the premier community for HR folks in energy. And we're so excited to be here today to be talking with HR leaders, HR executives, HR business partners, and HR solution providers who are going to help bring the energy industry into the next cycle, into the upcycle. And let's hope that we're on to that. So we're getting ready to start in a few minutes. We're going to take a short, oh no, I'm sorry, Sean. Oh, goodness, Dave. They're coming on in. Come on over, Dave. Hey, Dave.
How are you?
It's good to see you. Oh, excellent. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Very well. So why don't you tell me a little more? You're going to be speaking today in
Yep.
the second session that we're going to be broadcasting.
That's right.
About HR and operations and how those really kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's
Tell me
right.
a little bit about that.
Okay, so about 18 months ago, we started looking at competency management. We'd had a few tries at it in the past, probably managed more locally rather than globally. So we had a great opportunity to collaborate between our operations, particularly engineering and HR. And from our perspective in engineering, with over 5,000 users of any kind of competency management system, it was important to choose the best tool for the business. And HR, of course, wanted to deliver that best-in-class tool for us. So we started that journey, and we took it from there. And 18 months later, we've got a fantastic tool in place. We've got a process and a system that's been used globally and really making a difference in our business.
Well, the timeliness is great, honestly. The time to have implemented this, I guess, was in the downturn, to be prepared for what's ahead of us, which we all hope is a good cycle.
Yeah, I think, from purely an engineering perspective, what we realized was whether it was an upturn or a downturn, having the right people in the right place at the right time was immensely important. And so to be able to take a truly global view of the resources that you've got and understand where you're going to need those resources, whether it's in the next year, in the next 2 or 3 years even. And in certain circumstances, whether we had the right people in the business, whether we had any competency gaps that we needed to fill for a particular market or a particular technology that we were trying to develop, again, it was a huge plus for us.
Great. Well, I can't wait to hear more about it, and I know folks online are excited to hear about it too, because we'll be streaming it as a part of the program this morning.
Oh, well, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
no,
sharing it.
thanks for coming
Thank you
by. I
very much.
appreciate it.
Nice to
Yeah,
talk to
great.
you.
Nice to speak with you. Excellent. Well, I think those are our pre-show interviews. We're going to start in a few minutes. So go grab a cup of coffee or an evening beverage wherever you are in the world, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. We get started with our broadcast. John with Mercer, how are you? It's nice to meet you. Right. So what's the hot thing in HR, energy, tech?
Absolutely. So the main conversation we're having a lot with people today is related to how to leverage their HR system to bring more efficiency to their HR function, whether it be the need to do strategic workforce planning, to improve even their basic compensation and benefits delivery. So at Mercer, we partner with Workday and actually help implement Workday as a key solution, and tends to be a lot of trends coming out of that where various oil companies are now adopting Workday as their HR system, learning how to integrate that with their other ERP. To achieve the scale. It's a way for them to increase their deliverables without necessarily increasing their people headcount, which is so critical as we come out of this current downturn, or hopefully come out of this current downturn.
And what does it mean for the employee? So, we talk about efficiency, right? But me as an employee in a company, how does that impact me on a day-to-day basis?
So the way you can leverage HR technology can bring a tremendous amount to the individual employee, whether it be online total reward statements to where you can actually know how much is the company investing you. And when you get that competitive offer from the other company, you can compare apples to apples and see, is this really a better deal to go elsewhere? Is it not? Also, HR technology can be used to increase engagement of the employees, where they have a better line of sight for their career plan, their career development, and also just basic communication, allowing your managers, top-level executives to have direct communication to the broad employee workforce.
Great. Awesome. Hey, thanks for stopping
All right,
by. It's
thank
good
you
to
very
talk
much.
with you. Yep. Wow, I see people that I
Introduce you to a couple of people just
sure.
really
No,
quick.
absolutely.
So
Hi,
these
Erin.
are two wonderful people that are actually helping me in my job search.
Oh, excellent.
So Brian Kaufman at HRQ and Ann Speed at Challenger.
Hi,
Gray
Anna.
and
It's
Chris
okay.
Metz.
It's good to meet you. You don't have to be recorded.
Ann's just been an awesome friend.
Very nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
And why'd you come
Specializes in
today?
job placement.
I came today to meet some other outstanding HR people and to meet you.
Oh, wow. I'm honored.
I told
well,
her I
thank
was gonna
you.
introduce
Hey,
you,
That's
so.
awesome. Thank you very much. I dressed up for the occasion.
And I like the pink petro. You're
Well,
wearing
thank
pink. I
you.
mean, that's
No, thank you very,
Share
very,
the
thank you
mic.
very much. Sorry, I'm sharing the mic. Okay, no, it's good to see you. It's good to meet with you, Ann, and it's good to see you, Erin, because I saw you here earlier this year
Yes, I was
and
here in
last year.
April.
Yes.
No, I wasn't here last year, but I was
No.
here in April, and I spoke in April.
Okay, you spoke. in April.
Yeah,
That's
so I
right.
did a segment on how HR can use metrics to make a business case and actually impact the bottom line.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that was when I was with Baker Hughes.
Yes.
And I'm no longer with Baker Hughes.
She's looking for a job, folks. Anybody out there looking for a job, give me a tweet. Yeah? Unfortunately, I think there'll be lots of tweets, but we're getting better. The market is getting better. Yesterday, we hit $51, so hopefully we'll start to see this thing turn. I really do think that we are in the upswing. So thanks for stopping by and saying hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
love this. This is great.
Awesome. No, we're having a lot of fun. We're having a
Okay,
lot
good.
of fun. You
Can I
probably
talk
got
to
some.
you later?
Yeah, absolutely. Not on camera. Yeah. Offline. Great. Come on over. Hey, Catherine. Oh, this is good. Catherine Steffick. So Catherine Steffick is actually with the University of Colorado, Denver, and they've done some of our Pink Petro TV programs. So why did you come here today?
Well, thank you for having us, and we're so happy to be here today. With the GEM program, we're supporting the energy industry through professional development and educational opportunities. The GEM program is a graduate business and leadership program, and what's cool about GEM is that you can do it from anywhere in the world. So
We love that.
I know you love that. I know that's tied into your mission of supporting workforce and being able to have accessible quality education for the energy industry in such a key time when energy companies need to continue to invest in their workforce. And so that's why we're here, and we're hoping to work with some more HR representatives to talk to them about the GEM program.
Thanks for coming by, Catherine, one of our Pink Petro supporters. All right, so we're getting ready to start here. We're going to cut to another break, and we'll get started in a few minutes, live in about 5 minutes. They'll get the main session going. Thanks for joining me this morning as we kind of give you a bird's eye view into what's going to happen today. We hope you'll stick by. The first session that's up is our great speaker from the Greater Houston Partnership to talk about energy trends here in Houston and internationally. Thanks so much. With Pink Petro TV, I'm Katie Maynard.